Known for her conservative commentary and career in both media and law. She first met Albert Pirro in law school, and they got married in 1975. Then the couple had 2 children together, Alexander and Christy. Tensions arose in 1998 when Albert was confirmed to have a child with another woman. By 2000, he was convicted on multiple counts of tax fraud and conspiracy, and this caused him to serve 11 months of a 29-month sentence. The couple separated in 2007 and officially got a divorce in 2013. In terms of personality, Janine is known for assertive, combative on-air style and outspoken conservative views. She has built a media career through shows like Justice with Judge Janine, and later she co-hosted The Five. Those close to her have described her as a tough, take-no-prisoners figure. Over her career, Janine has been involved in different controversies. For instance, she was briefly suspended in 2019 for questioning whether Reverend Ilhan Omar's hijab implied adherence to Sharia law. Her career took another step in 2025 when President Trump appointed her as the U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C. Janine isn't the only Fox News personality that had to deal with a tough divorce. Our next TV star might be sharp-witted, but her marriage had to end. Lisa Kennedy Montgomery. Lisa Kennedy Montgomery, which many people call Kennedy, was once an MTV VJ but later became a political commentator and media personality. She rose to fame by hosting Alternative Nation on MTV during the 1990s, and since then, she has become a sharp-witted commentator on Fox News and Fox Business. Kennedy got married to Dave Lee, a former professional snowboarder, in a private ceremony in 2000. They had 2 daughters together, Pele Valentina and Lotus. However, they had to divorce in 2017 after about 2 decades of marriage. Since then, they've maintained a relationship only based on co-parenting. Kennedy has gained a lot of fame due to her sharp intellect and humor, which has gained her a lot of fans. She usually focuses on personal freedom and skepticism of bureaucracy. Beyond her media persona, she's a dedicated mother and triathlete. She balances fitness and family while navigating a high-profile career. But Kennedy's career hasn't been without challenges. One infamous moment came during the 1994 MTV Video Music Awards when she simulated a sexual act with a microphone next to Mayor Giuliani. She later apologized for the stunt. Kennedy has led a pretty interesting life, but let's move to the celebrity couple of Fox News. Ainsley Earhardt and Sean Hannity. Ainsley Earhardt and Sean Hannity are now Fox's power couple, and the news of their relationship shocked many. Ainsley is a co-host of Fox and Friends and an author, known for her conservative commentary and strong Christian faith. As for Sean Hannity, he's a veteran Fox News primetime anchor and radio host, and one of the most enduring figures of the network. Although they started quietly dating around 2019, they didn't reveal it until their engagement was confirmed in December 2024. Sean had proposed to her at their church in Florida over Christmas. The couple bonded deeply over shared religious values and have had a long-distance relationship over the years, as Sean is in Florida and Ainsley is in New York. Before they got together, they were both married. Sean was married to Jill Rhodes in 1993 until they got a divorce in 2019, although they separated years earlier. They have 2 adult children together, Patrick and Mary. As for Ainsley, she has been married twice in a surprising turn of events. First, she was married to Kevin McKinney from 2005 to 2009, and then she got married to Will Proctor in 2012, but they got a divorce in 2019 due to reports of his infidelity involving one of her friends. They have a daughter together, Hayden, and have been involved in co-parenting. Both Ainsley and Sean got divorced in the same year and eventually built a romantic relationship. They have also maintained amicable relationships with their ex-spouses and revealed that their children support their engagement. But our next Fox News personality didn't meet her life partner on the network, but interestingly, on a dating site. Kat Timpf. Kat Timpf, whose full name is Catherine Claire Timpf, is a libertarian columnist, comedian, and prominent television personality on Fox News. She's best known as a panelist on Gutfeld and contributes to other Fox shows. Kat met Cameron Frisha, a former Army Ranger turned investment banker, through the dating app Raya. This was a meeting that she didn't expect to take seriously, but they connected and started a relationship. By August 2020, they got engaged, and a year later they got married in an intimate ceremony. Their wedding was officiated by Lisa Kennedy Montgomery. Kat admitted that before she met Cameron, she wasn't sure about marriage and monogamy, but meeting him changed her perspective. Kat is known for her sharp wit, irreverent humor, and unapologetic outlook on air and in her writing. She usually adds personal anecdotes and self-deprecating humor when talking. Fans were excited in July 2024 when Kat announced that she was expecting her first child with Cameron, an emotional milestone that coincided with the 10-year death anniversary of her mother. She gave birth to a son on February 25, 2025, but revealed that just 15 hours before labor, she was diagnosed with stage 0 breast cancer. After recovering from childbirth, Kat went through a double mastectomy a month after. She has been open about her journey, even celebrating with her colleagues using a cake that said, "Titty-free and fabulous." Many Fox News personalities get married to ordinary people, but our next anchor landed in a relationship with a sports star, Tomi Lahren. Tomi Lahren is widely known on Fox News as a conservative media figure. She got engaged to former Major League Baseball catcher J.P. Arencibia in September 2021. They had met earlier that year and quickly connected. A year later, the couple tied the knot in an intimate ceremony in Nashville. J.P. had previously been married to Kimberly Perry, a singer on the band Perry, from their 2014 wedding until they got a divorce in 2018. Now, he has moved on and seems to have found a lasting bond with Tomi. Toni's persona is blunt, unapologetic, and fiery. She gained fame through her Final Thoughts segment on The Blaze, with rapid, impactful monologues brimming with passion. Insiders say that she's more grounded and easygoing due to her middle-class Midwestern upbringing. Tomi says that Judge Jeanine Pirro is her mentor. Tomi has been involved in some controversies over the years. Early on in her career, she was suspended from The Blaze after expressing pro-choice views, as this didn't go well with her conservative audience. She also made provocative statements, comparing Black Lives Matter to the KKK and criticizing Beyoncé's Super Bowl performance as politicized messaging. This attracted a lot of backlash, and many have called her white power Barbie and a crisis actor. Tomi might have a famous romance with a celebrity, but our next Fox News celebrity is known for their enemies to lovers trope. Harris Faulkner. Harris Faulkner is known for her steady professionalism, poise, and thoughtfulness. Her love story with Tony Berlin is quite interesting, and it started in Minneapolis, where they worked at competing stations. She was an ABC evening anchor, and he was a CBS investigative reporter. Their first meeting was awkward. Tony showed up at a party with another date, and Harris thought, that takes some gall right there. But after 6 months of friendship, Harris gave him another chance. Over a year later, Tony proposed behind Lake Superior while the couple skipped rocks. They got married in April 2003. Their marriage had been marked by interfaith harmony, as Harris is Christian and Tony is Jewish. They usually blend traditions like sharing every meal and prayer and celebrating both church services and Passover. They have 2 daughters together, Bella, born in 2006, and Danica in 2009. They raise their children in a multicultural, biracial household. Harris isn't only successful in her personal life, but also in her career. She's a 6-time Emmy winner and anchors the Faulkner Focus. She also co-hosts Outnumbered and recently launched Town Hall America, making her one of the most respected journalists on the cable news. As for her husband, he's no longer involved in journalism but is now running his own PR firm, Berlin Media Relations. While Harris had a fun romance story with Tony, it's not as interesting as our next romance, where this Fox News personality fell in love at first sight. Greg Gutfeld. Greg Gutfeld hosts the famous satire talk show Gutfeld, and is also one of the co-hosts of The Five. He's a New York Times best-selling author, comedian, and political commentator. He met the love of his life, Elaine Moussa, in 2004. This was during a work trip to Portugal, where he was editing Maxim UK, and he was a photo editor at Maxim Russia. Greg was instantly smitten and said to himself, "Oh, that's my wife." He spent the next 3 days trying to charm her. 5 months later, they got married in a civil ceremony in New York City. The pair are very serious about protecting their privacy, and they share little publicly about their life together. They only reveal special moments online, like adopting their French bulldog Gus in 2022. In December 2024, the couple welcomed their first child, a daughter named Mira. It was a joyous event that they announced on the 5. Greg is famous for his sharp humor and irreverent political satire. Even off camera, he's very candid, and he once called himself selfish. But he recently admitted that becoming a father at age 60 has shifted his priorities. But Greg isn't the only Fox News star that experienced love at first sight. Sandra Smith. Sandra Smith met her husband John Connolly in May 2010 after they met in Chicago at Terra Nova Institutional. There, Sandra had just started working as a sales trader. John was also a sales trader at the time and was instantly smitten, calling their connection love at first sight. Their first dates were at the Chicago Symphony and Museum of Contemporary Art. It marked the start of a romance that withstood long distance. When Sandra moved to New York for her Fox News career, John supported her all the way, often flying to see her before relocating in 2011. The couple has 2 children, Cora Bell, born in 2013, and John Connolly Jr., born in 2015. They emphasize on their children's privacy, so they never post their faces on social media, trying to give them a normal upbringing despite Sandra's fame. Sandra is known for her professionalism and no-nonsense reporting on Fox News, usually reporting on shows like America Reports and Outnumbered. But off-camera, she's described as grounded and purposeful. While Sandra has had a whirlwind romance, our next Fox News personality has focused more on motherhood than marriage. Laura Ingraham. Interestingly, Laura Ingraham has never married, although she was once engaged to businessman James V. Reyes. But when she was diagnosed with breast cancer and had to undergo a surgery, their wedding plans were called off. There have been rumors of her dating several figures like Dinesh D'Souza, George Conway, Keith Olbermann, Robert Torricelli, and Lawrence H. Summers, but none of these led to marriage. Although she hasn't found the right person to spend her life with, she didn't let that stop her from motherhood. She is a devoted single mother of 3, adopting her daughter, Maria Caroline, from Guatemala in 2008, and also her 2 sons, Michael Dmitry and Nikolai Peter, from Russia. She has been open about her adoption journey, calling it a profound blessing in her life. As a prominent conservative television host, author, and former political speechwriter, Ingraham is known for her disciplined, ambitious, and unapologetically assertive style. But her career has had some controversies. For instance, in 2018, she mocked Parkland shooting survivor David Hogg, leading to backlash. She also gained negative comments when she stated that basketball star LeBron James should shut up and dribble instead of weighing in on politics. While Laura focuses more on motherhood than marriage, our next Fox News star has dealt with rocky relationships. Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters first got married to Noelle Inguagiato in 2009 after meeting at Fox News in 2003. She worked in the promotions department, and he later gained fame for his segments on The O'Reilly Factor. The couple had twin daughters, Sophie and Ellie. Their marriage ended after Noelle filed for divorce in 2018. This happened because Jesse admitted to an affair with Emma Digiavine, a much younger associate producer on his show. The divorce was finalized in March 2019. Just a few months after, he became engaged to Emma, the woman he was having an affair with, and they got married in December 2019. Together, they have 2 children, Jesse Jr. and Georgina. This was pretty much a Fox News romantic drama. Jesse Waters is known for his combative, provocative commentary. He first gained attention through his Waters World on The O'Reilly Factor, and rose to prominence as a co-host on The 5 before launching Jesse Waters Primetime in 2022. But Jesse has faced some backlash due to his controversial moments. In 2016, his Chinatown segment was widely criticized as racist. He has made a lot of remarks about masculinity and gender norms, like his Rules for Men segment, which many say are outdated and misogynistic. Unlike Jesse, who had a lot of drama in his personal life, our next Fox News personality has had a more stable relationship journey. Katie Pavlich. Katie Pavlich married Gavi Friedson in a private ceremony on July 5, 2017. They connected through mutual friends before tying the knot at a gathering attended by close colleagues, including several Fox News personalities. Gavi, originally from Boca Raton, Florida, became deeply committed to humanitarian service after moving to Israel. He now serves as the Director of International Emergency Management and Global Ambassador for United Hatzalah of Israel, an organization providing ultra-fast emergency medical services. Katie is widely known as a Fox News contributor journalist, author, and podcast host. She's also the editor of townhall.com. She is often known for her sharp intellect and articulate commentary and adventurous spirit. This is especially because of her childhood spent hiking, rafting, and hunting in Arizona's mountains. Her marriage to Gavi is anchored in shared values and mutual support. The couple usually travels together, and Katie revealed that their relationship remains strong because he is secure and kind. Our next Fox News personality has also had a stable relationship and recently gave birth to her third child. Kayleigh McEnany. Kayleigh McEnany, former White House press secretary, and Sean Gilmartin, a former MLB pitcher, started their relationship in 2015 after she reached out to him on social media. During this time, she was attending Harvard Law School, and he was actively playing for the New York Mets. Their connection deepened during that summer, and they tied the knot in November 2017. They welcomed their daughter Blake in November 2019 and their son Nash in December 2022. Kayleigh just welcomed her third child in June 2025, a daughter named Avery Grace. Kayleigh is known for her polished, assertive media presence, especially during her tenure as press secretary for President Trump. She projects confidence and clarity on air through her Fox News roles, particularly as co-host of Outnumbered and guest host on major programs like The Five, Hannity, and The Ingraham Angle. In unfortunate news, Kayleigh underwent a preventive double mastectomy after learning she carried a BRCA gene mutation that increased her risk for breast cancer. She shared her experience to others, raising more awareness about the condition. Next is another Fox News personality who is known for her sweet love story, Martha MacCallum. Martha MacCallum has been married to Daniel John Gregory since 1992 in a Roman Catholic ceremony at St. Elizabeth's Church in New Jersey. The couple first met at a mutual friend's wedding where Daniel asked Martha to dance. This led to dinner, and then a blossoming romance that has lasted for over 3 decades. Martha and Daniel have 3 children, their daughter Elizabeth Bowes Gregory, and 2 sons, Edward Reed Gregory and Harry MacCallum Gregory. Elizabeth studied political science at Villanova, and Edward went into investments in New York after graduating from Notre Dame in 2021. The family maintains their primary residence in New Jersey and owns a summer home in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Martha is known for her composure, professionalism, and journalistic integrity. Since she joined Fox News in 2004, she has hosted flagship programs like The Story with Martha MacCallum, The Live Desk, and America's Newsroom. She stands out for her thoughtful presence on air and her calm, collected demeanor. This was highlighted when she firmly rebuked a guest calling her sweetheart, earning praise for her poise under pressure. Brian Kilmeade. Our final couple have been in love for over 3 decades too, as his Fox News personality got married to his high school sweetheart. Brian Kilmeade has been happily married to Dawn Kilmeade since 1993. They first met at Massapequa High School in New York and maintained their bond through college and early careers, ultimately tying the knot in a ceremony attended by close family and friends with their first dance set to The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. The couple has 3 children named Brian, Caitlin, and Kirsten. They reside in Massapequa, Long Island, where Dawn runs Wild Willow's Boutique, a clothing store that she co-owns with a friend. Despite Brian's public career, Dawn prefers privacy, focusing on home life and keeping her children away from the media. Brian is best known as a co-host of Fox and Friends and host of The Brian Kilmeade Show and One Nation, but he has had a few public missteps. In 2009, he stirred backlash by commenting that Americans keep marrying other species, implying concerns about ethnic mixing, then issued an apology. So what surprised you most about the private lives of these Fox News stars? Do you think their off-screen drama changes how people see them on TV? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories.